Panasonic.
Hello, everyone. My name is Jamie G, and you are watching Grindy Talk Season 2 here at the Boulder Channel. And all right, you are tuned in again here on Grindy Talk Season 2. And you know what we are going to be talking about? We are going to be talking about all the trending stories, the latest happenings, and of course, important updates on relevant industries. Now, for those of you who are tuning in, yes, you can actually catch us on Kumu, that is at TBC. Also on Facebook, that's at Grindmag TV, and also at TBC Plus. Now, of course, we are also live on YouTube. That is the Boulder channel. So, all right, guys, are you ready to learn once again? Because today is such a very fantastic episode because we are going to be talking about yun na nga, mga anxieties and syempre what is really happening right now sa ating pandemic. But of course, COVID-19 has caused significant distress around the globe. And apart from the evident physical symptoms in infected cases, it has caused serious damage to public mental health. At syempre, isama pa natin dyan yung mga kung ano-anong mga pangyayari dito sa bansa. Kaya naman no wonder, lahat tayo stressed out na at nagsasabing pagod na tayo. Kaya naman this afternoon, we will talk about a lot of things. Syempre, iba-iba ring saring-saring issues ang itatakol natin. Kasi yes, whether we like it or not, naka-lockdown pa din tayo. Grabe talaga, di ba guys? Pero syempre, ayan na nga, meron tayong mga guest speakers for today who will share their nuggets of wisdoms, their insights, at saka para naman to add light to our very lonely lives ngayon ng pandemic. So without further ado, join me in welcoming our two amazing guest speakers for today. We have the ever so gorgeous and hunk, Mark Way. He is, of course, an entrepreneur, social media influencer, of course, a TV
Hi.
and print ad model. Hi,
Hello.
Mark. Welcome
Hi,
to the
Jamie.
show.
Hello everyone who's
Yes.
watching Grind Detox. Ayan.
Yes, of course. Joining us also is the ever so beautiful. She is a fashion model, a beauty queen, vlogger, and entrepreneur. Without further ado, here is Anna Baylosis.
Hi guys!
Oh
Hi
my goodness.
everyone who's
Hello, Anna.
listening. Thank you. Welcome to our small talk. So,
Yes, my goodness. I'm so excited for today's episode. Once again, thank you so much, guys, for joining us. Pero eto muna, kamusta kayo? What have you guys been up to? I mean, pre-pandemic and now that we are still experiencing this pandemic. Ayan, oh, who wants to go first?
Ay, yeah, si Ana muna.
Go Anna, the beautiful Anna.
Yes, ladies first.
so ang hirap to describe yung feeling of uncertainty. Parang
Yeah.
1 year ago, we were there, like on lockdown, on hindi kami alam what to expect, the fear of getting the COVID-19 or something like that. Like so many things you have to adjust. Tapos after 1 year, you kind of start recovering and things, and here we go again.
Yes.
So
Mm.
how can I describe it? It's a mess. I guess you can live only by faith, not by sight, because if you live by sight, you always just kind of stumbling on the same thing, the same problem every day.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
it's interesting. Kamusta kayo, Mark?
Ayan.
Yeah, oh, go Mark.
For me naman, grabe, this pandemic it's really parang a roller coaster ride, no? Bukod sa
Yes.
roller coaster yung
Totoo.
ating mga cases na up and down. So ngayon, sobrang taas na
Oo,
naman,
yun.
di ba? Oh, grabe
Grabe.
yung emotions natin, no? As for me kasi, being a content creator, a digital content creator, may mga nag-open ng doors and opportunities. So that's why it's a roller coaster. And then, after that, syempre, ayun, nalaman mo ngayon na pataas na naman yung mga cases, even though there's vaccine na. So parang again, here on a lockdown, mini lockdown. So parang, ayan, businesses went down
Grabe.
again. So ang hirap mag-adjust. Hindi mo na alam kung saan ka talaga lulugar. 'Di ba? Tama yung
Oo.
sinabi ni Ana na it's a very uncertain, lalo na ngayon. Ang daming, talagang, I have a lot of friends na nakaka-experience ng depression and anxiety. So,
Yes.
sana kayanin nating lahat, no? Hanggang kailan pa kaya to?
Alam mo, I would just really love to touch on what you said, no? Pagdating talaga sa anxiety and depression, sometimes there are people who don't have it. Pero ngayon na nga
Yes.
na may pandemic, talagang it's really getting deeper na eh. Meron mga tao na may pre-existing medical conditions of depression and anxiety. And especially
Right.
now that we are bombarded with uncertainties, paano kaya, di ba? Para mas lalo tayo magkakaroon ng anxiety. But, thank you na lang at meron tayong social media and internet. Di ba na-mention mo, Mark, you're an influencer and you do digital work, right? So,
Yes.
pagdating sa ating social media journey for the both of you, maybe we can share with our viewers, like, how did this social media journey start? At saka, what activities do you usually post on your platforms?
Ayan, sige. Ana, ikaw ulit.
Go, Anna.
Okay. Well, nagsimula ako sa YouTube more than 10 years ago as a first foreigner singing Tagalog songs. So I started my YouTube channel in US, and it was not really intentional. We just posted me singing Tagalog song, which started kind of the wave of a lot of foreigners start joining, and I sing with another foreigners, and we become popular. So it started like that, and then once we moved to the Philippines, that's when I really enjoyed and immersed into different kind of platforms like Instagram, like Facebook. So yun ang papalaki lahat ng channels, and I merged into modeling industry. So it kind of got into woven to each other, all the social media. Pero honestly, vlogging itself, I started not really long time ago, about maybe a year ago. Me and my husband we kind of I just wanted to be real with my fans. I don't want them to feel like, who is this person who's always on the, the pictures, who's made up, always happy. for me, vlogging was more of I want them to see different part of me, the real part of me, because I'm still a foreigner. I went to three different countries that I lived in, and I wanted to show lifestyle that I have, the things that I believe into. And actually, lockdown for me was my kind of up point for all the social media because people were in social media. So, and
Exactly.
I had time to create something that people will be interested. So I had more time to write my vlogs. Me and my husband kind of get into it. And during the lockdown, that's when we experienced really we reached the first 100,000 subscribers. We get our
nice.
yes, that was during lockdown. So to say that lockdown really did not like only bad things happened, we cannot say that. There's a lot of doors. You're right, Mark. There's a lot of doors open during those challenges. So I still believe that God is in control, and we are not left all with all this bad stuff and all this numbers of COVID-19. I mean, there is some things that I think people should look into the digital part of the business, which is my business is totally opposite from the digital. Like in terms of my business, it's a restaurant, resort. So I'm still here in YouTube and Facebook, but I have my other businesses also running.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you for that, Anna. What about you, Mark?
Yeah.
So what are your activities?
For me, during this lockdown, actually last year pa, no? So, 1 year ago, no? We're on the same boat pa rin. Pero last year kasi talaga, before the pre-pandemic, I'm doing well na in my craft. Like on content creating, mas maraming projects, and also on modeling, maraming shoots, ganyan. And sa business, lalo na kasi I have a milk tea shop and a shoe cleaning business. And our family business also is owns a hostel in Palawan. So tourism is okay, and then there goes the lockdown. So unahin ko muna on the business side. Talagang from the business side, talagang bumagsak. Like 3 of my milk tea shops closed because syempre walang tao, and then online food service naman, ang dami naming kalaban when it comes to milk tea. So talaga 3 branches were closed. And on the shoe cleaning naman, since wala nga lumalabas, takot yung mga tao, talagang bumaba rin yung sales. So it greatly affects yung traditional businesses. Lalong-lalo na doon sa tourism namin, sa hostel namin sa Palawan, talagang 0 bookings hanggang ngayon. Kaya
grabe talaga.
Sobrang laki ng impact that caused me severe depression pa rin. Pero syempre, you don't want to show it on social media. Syempre, kilala ka ng tao on social media as a jolly guy, tapos parang feeling like you have the perfect life. But you cannot show that on social media, diba? So ako, I always look on the brighter side of things, why it happened. So yun nga, it opened different opportunities for me. Before hindi ako nag-YouTube, pero napa-YouTube ako, and okay naman, somehow for a start, not bad. But since marami ako iniisip, I want to revive my business. At the same time, yung craft ko, ma-maintain ko pa rin. So, nawawala, spaghettified yung focus ko. So, napunta ako ngayon sa, mas pinocus ko na lang kung ano talaga yung love kong gawin. Like, itong digital world, since nakita ko na talaga nag-emerge siya, everyone's going digital, lahat nasa digital na, nawala na yung TV, di ba? A lot of issues happen. So, with that, ang dami kong mas naging projects compared no pre-pandemic, and mas tumaas yung followers ko. Tapos I discovered another career na feeling ko na magiging successful ako, which is on live streaming. So yung mga opportunity na yon, feeling ko naman matutumbasan niya yung naging effect sa businesses ko. Kaya ngayon, yun, roller coaster, up and down. Hindi pa rin. Actually ako,
yun
hindi
nga
pa rin. Yung feeling ko, hindi pa ako ganun ka-secured sa nangyayari. Kaya I go with the flow, I just pray, and Yun.
Yes.
Mm,
Alam mo, I really love what both of you said, no? Yung parang
mm,
about having faith and just, always praying na lang talaga. Kasi
mm.
pinaka-importante ngayon kasi nga we're faced with uncertainties. So we don't really know what's gonna happen. Kasi ang hirap din
Right.
talaga to plan. Like we're planning right now, but you don't really know what's gonna happen the next day, the next few weeks or months. So it's really important that we have a positive mindset kahit na alam naman natin medyo mahirap because nga, all of us were somehow depressed and get panics of, talagang anxieties and all that. But you guys mentioned earlier that you've been doing live streaming now for so long. Maybe we can dive deeper and then let us know what are the type of contents that you both of you were doing, and if there's another type of content that you would love to do that you haven't explored yet. Ano kaya yun? So yeah, let's start with Anna.
Mark, start ka na.
Go.
The topic is... Sige, I'll start first naman para may iba. Alright, sige.
Okay, go.
Right now, what I'm doing kasi is I mention like Kumu, no? So on Kumu,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
have this MWFS streaming schedule in which on Monday I do some motivational talk. Like I have a guest and
Nice.
I have some of my audience can go up on my streaming and then we'll talk about life or like this one on how are you doing in this pandemic season, and then some life advices, some love life, ganyan. So halo-halo. It's more of the motivational side and more on substance yung mga pag-uusapan namin, ganyan. And then on Wednesday naman, it's bros night out. Parang from there, me and my brothers, like friends, guy friends, na we discuss yung mga guy stuff, yan. And minsan nagpapakit kami ng mga can I say chicks or parang mga girls na parang the boys night out season, but this one is more on a smaller scale. So yun, we talk about anything, minsan mga kalokohan, ganyan, but something na may matututunan pa rin, ganyan. And on Friday, it's Tonight with Papa Way, actually. Tonight with
Papa Way in the house.
Yes. It's like a talk show / game show. So last week, Friday, I did a game show. So I have this contestant, mga singer contestants na sikat on the Kumu. So it's a fun lang din. Talagang it's for entertainment purposes kasi 'di ba tayo ngayon depressed. So kailangan natin ng something na alam niyo 'yon, malilibang tayo. So yun yung ating Friday show. And every Sundays, ito yung Hara Night. Meron akong mga guest singers na talaga nagde-dedicate ng kanta for my viewers, any song request, ganyan, and interview na rin at the same time. So, yun yung mga content na kine-create ko ngayon na talaga gusto ko kasi not just a streaming content na maka-stream ka lang. It's more of like giving the viewers some learning, ganyan, inspiration, and entertainment at the same time. Kasi ang hirap naman na ubusin mo yung time mo for streaming for nothing. So, let's para make use of it.
Make use and have fun lang talaga.
Right.
Also, dapat relatable talaga sa audience mo and viewers.
Yes.
Right.
That's right.
So, yes, what about you, Anna? What can you share with us?
Well, about the live streaming, so I'm a mom of 3 kids, so it's quite hard. So, and as I mentioned, like after the big lockdown, our business, we have Torres Women Resort, which is quite big here in Cavite, and I just opened one Amare restaurant here inside the Torres Farm. And I have a managing also cafe inside the Torres Farm. So basically, I was kind of really, really busy on managing all those businesses, which is actually, we were doing really good right before they lock us right now again. And in my YouTube channel, in my Facebook, and in my Instagram, everything that I want to put in is kind of inspirational for other people. And of course, it's sometimes a very big challenge. When you're managing a lot of things together, and when you are depressed yourself, and you have to come up with something papasaya ng tao, or something to give a good word. So it's quite challenging, honestly. But that's my main
Yes,
goal.
it's true.
And, sometimes, I post something that's really close to my heart. I want to show to other
Mm,
families also that it's not yet over. We should fight for our sanity, for our families. Alam ko that ang dami ng families na hiwalay dahil sa pandemic kasi they were locked inside the house and they didn't
I'm
show their,
with
emotions.
her, that's true. Mm-mm-mm-mm.
Yes, and what's going on with the kids? I mean, the kids are not allowed to go outside for 1 year. That's
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
okay
yeah.
as an adult. We still can, go out and we can still, treat ourselves in a coffee shop or something. But how about the kids? No
Yeah,
playgrounds,
yeah,
no
yeah, yeah.
schools. Like that's why I'm trying to put out in my YouTube sometimes interesting facts and what can you still do with the kids. So my
Yes.
next thing on YouTube, I want to still travel with my kids, and I was supposed to collaborate with other resorts here in the Philippines who
Yeah.
can accommodate kids. And what is the processing? Because a lot of people still don't know if they can do that. And
Mm-mm-mm. Correct.
still do. I mean, these 2 weeks we cannot travel, so definitely it's gonna be. Hopefully, it's April. That's my goal. I want to travel with the kids, so I want to create
Mm-mm.
a contest that people can actually see that okay, it's a possible thing.
Yeah, 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 yeah. So it's really nice to know that there are some exciting videos to look up to. I mean, like for the next coming weeks when it comes to taking care of your children and as well as what stuff to do while we are stuck here in the pandemic. I mean, like the pandemic really turned our lives 360 degrees talaga and put our lives on pause. And it's really, really challenging. Kaya nga sobrang lahat tayo eh. We're so really tired na. But like what I mentioned earlier, it's really wonderful that you guys have been very active when it comes to your live streaming because you keep on entertaining us, giving us nuggets of wisdom. We learn from you as well. So ayun na nga, thank you so much for that. But the question now is, ayun na nga, no, syempre, we talked about yung benefits ng social media. But kung if there is something that you would like to call out, because both of you are into this digital world na, you're influencers, vloggers, meron bang certain traits or like may ginagawa ba yung mga vloggers na medyo hindi nyo gusto? Or something na parang mali ating ginagawa nila, if you can call out them. So I'm giving you, both of you, 1 minute each na talagang to rant out like what you don't really like, your disappointments, your frustrations here on social media. So ayan, mukhang napapaisip na.
Nagturoan na.
So yan, ang topic natin, social media. Go, Anna.
Okay.
Where's
Well,
Anna?
sige, ako na lang magsalita. So, for me naman, the only thing I notice, some creators, they just so desperate in, okay, I have to put something on, especially like if you do daily vlogging, if you do live streaming also all the time. So for me, what's not acceptable is to compromise your content just to gain any kind of popularity. So
Yeah.
I'm still kind of in that social media is supposed to have a good influence rather than just entertain us and that's it. Entertainment. Yeah, there's a lot of people will join the entertainment and then they will bash you and they will and then once you get bashed, you become even more popular. I think it's just kind of protrude and produce more of a movement, but it does not really affect in general. It doesn't give anything good for people. So that's one thing I think during this whole, YouTube is becoming bigger and bigger, and there's a lot of stars popping out, and a lot of us who started 10 years ago, we already gone. I mean, it's okay, it's normal, but I just really hope that there will be more and more really quality creators who will influence, who will kind of energize the youngsters, the any kind of groups, that they will teach us more and will create something really interesting to learn from. That's it.
Right. Okay, thank you, Anna. Perfect.
Right.
Mark, it's your turn. Take it away.
Ayan. Okay, so for me kasi, what I don't like lang sa social media, especially sa mga creators, is that kapwa creators nila, parang nilalaglag nila. Like for example, on a certain issue, like lalo na yung mga political views ng mga, syempre we all have our personal opinions on political matters. So, ang ayoko lang is ini-invalidate na nila agad yung opinion ng isa, in which parang gusto nila sila yung mas may voice, something like that. Ang daming ganyan, lalo na sa Twitter, na parang nag-comment ka lang ng konti pero big deal na yon hanggang sa maungkat na yung mga past
oh my goodness, yeah, that's true.
Yun, diba? So very sobrang toxic. Yeah. I just hate that toxic environment sa social media na wala talagang perfect eh. I mean, you do good, may sasabihin. You do bad, lalo may sasabihin. You do nothing, sasabihin, hindi mo ginagamit yung platform mo or yung voice mo. So parang nagkikreate siya ng standard na dapat itong social media ganito, dapat ganito. So, hindi na siya yung social media na pupunta ka para mag-enjoy, you know, ma-entertain. Nagiging na siya eh. Minsan yung mga tao, di ba, gusto nila na parang social media detoxification kasi ang toxic na. Hindi na siya enjoyable. So, I just like that. Ako rin, may mga time na gano'n eh, na parang ayoko muna mag-social media kasi instead of good vibes, ang daming bad vibes, di ba?
It stresses you out.
Yeah, super stressful talaga. Yun lang.
Mark,
alam mo,
part of the, can I ask Mark, is that part of like more bullying, you know, kind of cyberbullying? I don't know.
Yeah, more on bullying and more on just humiliating.
Yes.
Yes.
Especially celebrities, artista, yeah.
Yeah, because, you know, when I get into this whole thing, like I was a foreigner who's singing, so I get highly criticized during the first year. And, you know, I was not really prepared. There's no school for YouTube or for being a creator. So I had to deal with it. And the first thing, you of course, you facing a highly criticism towards your looks, towards what you do, and like how you doing it. I mean, the Filipino was pretty nice to me when I was singing Filipino songs, but they were like really, really highly offensive to my husband because my husband is Filipino.
Oh my goodness!
So we actually had one vlog. It's about the cyberbullying. It's kind of more, you know, it comes together with all social media as a package, you know. So I always to all people who starts doing any kind of streaming, you know, you have to close your eyes on probably 10 or 30% of your messages because it's just, you know, it's just gonna be there, you know. I'm hoping people will realize it's not really something that you should do, but it is a real thing.
Yeah, but the thing is, we live in a very toxic culture and environment. I mean, like they find it as their source of entertainment, bullying other people. And now that you've already mentioned this, how do you handle all these bullies? I mean, Mark and Anna, how do you actually? What's your perception on that? What do you do?
For me, actually, sa totoo lang, nabash lang ako kasi nga sobrang siguro, isa ako doon sa mga sinasabi na hindi kasi nagsasalita ng influencer or ginagamit yung platform ko kasi nga ayoko mag-create ng issue. So, syempre, yung mga influencers ko, co-influencers ko na nagsasabi ng gano'n, syempre natatamaan ako. So, parang nabash na ako ron and may mga nag-message sa akin na parang, hey, use your voice, parang call out the government, ganyan-ganyan. So syempre ako, I have my standards, I have my own personal view. So I just syempre may private life pa rin ako. Ayoko, hindi naman ako yung
Right.
super alam mo yon, public na tao. So yung mga ganong bashing, minsan, I do really confront people. Especially kapag meron nag-comment na kahit na hindi nila ako directly sinabihan or minsan merong mga fan na nagsasabi na gano'n na, hey, ganyan, ganyan, ganyan. I directly message them. Talagang I take time to message them and to orient them that what they're doing is not good. Na parang,
Correct.
syempre, sarili mo yan eh. Dapat pagtanggol mo na, wala namang magde-defend sa sarili mo kung hindi ikaw lang. So ako, ginagawa ko sa mga basher, talagang mini-message ko sila isa-isa in a very nice way naman.
Talagang,
Oo.
yeah.
In a very nice, since hindi naman sila ganun karami kasi hindi naman ako ganun karami. So, mini-message ko sila isa-isa na in a nice way naman kasi baka mamaya mas screenshot pa ako. So, yun, I orient them that they're doing is not good, na I'm not that type of person, that they should know me well muna before they judge. So, yun, tumatahimik naman and some of them parang nagiging supporters ko pa. Yun, so that's the way how I handle bashers. Kasi the more mo silang papatulan or sasagutin, wala, hindi ka mananalo eh. Parang it will create domino effect lang sa ikakasira mo eh. So, yun.
Okay. Oh, beautifully said. I love it. Pero may follow-up question ako sa iyo, Mark.
Sure.
If there is, one or two words na pwede mong sabihin sa mga bullies or bashers, what would it be?
One or two words.
One brave liner or two liners na message mo lang sa kanila.
Ano lang, back off.
Back up!
Ganon. So,
okay.
Yun na.
Tama.
So,
game. Thank you, Mark. Yeah. Now let's go to Ano naman. Ayaw, how do you deal with bullies, and then after that, yung one or two liners mo for them?
Well, sa akin kasi nakacategorize ko sila. Meron ako two category. The first one is the constructive criticism naman. The constructive criticism, it's just someone who will have opinion and they just want to say like, oh, you're not right, you're wrong in this, and which is, sometimes it's very interesting, and with those people, like, we actually connect so many times and we would have a long conversation, opinions. It's interesting to talk to them. So I would always create answer to them. Kung meron naman ng comments, talaga off limits sila. So they will not criticize you. They just want to put you down, or they would just say something, which is nasty or negative or something like that. Those are bashers, and unfortunately, even though you're gonna talk to them, you're gonna defend your point of view or something, it's not gonna create any good. So for some reason, sometimes we just say like, back off. You just don't belong to this page. If you don't like content, so you look for different content. Why you even in my page?
Yeah, you just unfollow, diba, or block if you want.
Easy. Man, it's not fun to watch your comment or to. So basically, like I had some videos about me and my husband choosing Philippines over USA. So we had that vlog, and it kind of created a lot of buzz that we are so bad to our kids because we're raising our kids in the Philippines instead of raising it in the US with a better country, with a better economic system and everything. Which, we disagree a lot, and we have so many bashes which are from different parts of the world, and sometimes it's nice to hear their opinion, but it does not really reflect what you think or what you believe in. So, or when people bashing my husband because of his looks, because he's darker skin Filipino. So, in that opinion, I always say like, okay, your standards of the beauty does not really reflect my standards of beauty, and I chose him as my husband. So, in that case, it's also, you just say that you back home. And if you Filipino don't like your own people, so there's nothing we foreigners can do to open your eyes to your own beauty. That kind of point, like I went to Vilma Dasent, who is a kind of dark Filipino looking model here in the Philippines, and she been bashed a lot. So I like those kind of topics to discuss on my YouTube, because I think Filipino needs to open their eyes, that the bashing your own people is not really nice,
Yes, and it has to stop.
It has to stop. I'm looking in the modeling, in the whole modeling, like beautiful looks kind of changing towards morena looking, so which is, I think, is a positive thing, because Filipino needs to actually get to love their own skin and stop changing it towards whiter.
White, yeah.
What?
Oops, I think we lost Anna there. Well, anyway, yeah, since we lost her, but guys, we are learning so much from them. Mark, thank you for your answer earlier, and then to Anna as well. I mean, talagang very relatable talaga ang topics natin today. But ayan, maraming salamat once again, Mark. But after this short break, we will return. So, Grindy Talk Season 2, we'll be right back.
Panasonic.
All right, and we are back here once again, everybody. How are you guys doing? And I'm sure a lot of you are really learning from our guests today. Napakasaya talaga kasi we are really tackling about anxiety and, COVID, ano ba nangyayari talaga with COVID and this pandemic. But of course, in the face of the global COVID-19 pandemic, entrepreneurs have to face a new reality, and that is not only a huge sanitary and health crisis affecting millions or even billions of people across the world. This is actually also provoking an unprecedented downturn in the global economy. So, if let's say you are in online shopping, food delivery, video gaming, or video conferencing industries where business is actually currently booming, it's a completely different picture naman than if you are running a business in the hotel, the restaurants, retails, and even entertainment and sports industries. So those entrepreneurs in COVID-19 or COVID impacted sectors should be ready to lose 50% to 80% of their turnover, as well as a major portion of their market value. So of course, still joining us is Mark Way and Anna Baylosis. Yes, ayan. So guys, we're gonna be talking about your entrepreneurship side naman. Kanina, we talked about yung pagiging vloggers and influencers ninyo. But let's talk about your business. So, paano nagsimula? And what type of businesses did you venture into? And also your products and services that you offer to the public? Go, Mark. Or go.
Okay. Sige, habang nag-freshen up si Anna. So, ako naman, as I've mentioned earlier, yung businesses ko is more on the food. Milk tea. And yung isa naman is more on the services. So, let's go on muna dun sa milk tea. So, yung sa milk tea naman, talagang before the pandemic, ang taas ng sales namin because the shop itself is located in front of schools. So, it really boosted our daily sales ng mga students, ganyan, teachers. So, nung nag-pandemic, talagang nawala yun. Walang classes, walang pasok, even the teachers. So, talagang the 50 to 60% of the sales nawala. And then the remaining 40 is just
Grabe.
enough to sustain the fixed cost of the monthly operation. So it lasted until no mga May. So nung May, nakikita namin talaga hindi na kaya. So we plan to close at least 3 stores kasi we tried na paubrahin yung mga online sales from different food online service pero hindi talaga kaya. So you can see doon pa lang makikita mo na yung effect talaga. Tapos ayun pa pala, since nung time na yon we have to go to standard na kailangan merong cover, merong alcohol lagi doon sa shop mo, even if it's takeout. So parang another cost yun sa business na magpo-provide ka pa na another sanitation, tapos yung sales mo naman, hindi naman nabuboost. So nag-add up pa siya doon sa cost, kaya talagang there's no way to recuperate. So yun naman, and going naman dun sa shoe cleaning business, since wala rin lumalabas na mga tao, everyone's on the house, so yung mga shoes nila, sila na lang naglilinis. Marami silang time mag-clean and mag-ayos. So, wala rin. So, nakat na ng 50% yung ano namin, yung sales namin. Pero yung monthly rent nung shop, tapos, alam mo yun, hindi talaga tinigil ng mga landlords kasi parang katwiran nila, that's their income also So, they don't consider us, syempre. So, yun, it add up hanggang no mga August. So, talaga nagkanda baon-baon. Until now, meron pa kami mga hinuhulugan na mga backlogs from the lockdown last year. Kasi imagine, 3 months na wala talagang operation. Yun talaga, walang nangyari. Lalo na doon sa hostel namin sa Palawan until now, yung mga online booking namin, platforms, yung sa booking.com, Agoda, walang nagbo-book ng mga foreigners papuntang Palawan kasi they're all afraid pa rin sa virus kasi kahit na may mga safety protocols sa airlines, hindi pa rin nyo kasi magagaranty na pagdating mo dito, and yun, kaya talagang it's really a mess. So we don't know how to recover again, but we are very positive for this year since meron ng vaccine, mag-normalize na gradually. And sana wala namang maging effect yung mga side effect yung mga vaccine kasi that's another problem na naman, 'di ba? Na
never ending na ba ang problem
never
natin?
Never ending. So parang pili ko nga magiging tama yung sinabi nung isa sa mga expert before sa WHO na parang this pandemic will last up to 5 years. So imagine 5 years of our life talagang mako-consume lang ng ganitong Great Depression and adjustment.
Back off COVID.
Diba? Parang sayang yung life. I'll reach 30 by then. Walang nangyari sa early 20s ko. Kaya parang nakaka-stress. Yun. I think that's the problem of some millennials now and young entrepreneurs na yung ini-start nila na young business talaga naabutan pa ng ganitong pandemic. So, yun.
Yeah. Hirap. Ang hirap din talaga ng mga nangyayari ngayon, no? But what's your take on this naman, Anna? Maybe you can share with us your business and also, the products and services that you offer.
So kami naman, me and my husband, we've been running our resort, Torres Farm and Resort, from 2017. So, and then on last year, March, we got locked down. Then we stayed locked for 7 months. So,
my goodness.
7 months we had nothing, like zero occupancy, like nothing at all. And we have 50 employees who was just waiting for any of our help. I mean, it was horrible. The first 2 months, somehow we were able to give them cash advance, help them out. Then after 2 months, we were running out of funds. We didn't have anything to pay. And that becomes so depressing. And being in the province, it's not easy to find a job. It's not easy to just, they all start selling something online, Facebook, we were, go guys, just try to survive. We also doing our YouTube, but trying to survive. So basically it was a survival stage. And then I think on the 6th month, we were able, from our YouTube money, we were able to provide them rice, and
Nice.
some kind of
Yeah.
sustain them until the DOT told us, okay, guys, if you comply with everything that we say, like the smoking machine, yeah, we were investing like so much money. The same thing as
Mm-hmm.
all those alcohol, all those protocols, and all those
Yeah.
seminars
Yeah.
to learn new things, and then finally we did everything that they said, and we were open at September, and then it's like starting all over again. You kind of the people are afraid to come. We don't know how to actually market it. So we were doing
Mm-mm.
fine after the lockdown. We were doing fine, and then now it's again, the cases are rising. So of course, the tourism industry gonna be cut the first. So the question is how long we gonna be cut, and how long we can stay kind of hanging, like and I have cafe and
Yeah.
restaurant also, which I opened on November. So November we went
Mm.
to our first restaurant, Amari, here in Torres Farm, and it was starting doing good. I mean, we started having a lot of crowd, and people are enjoying. It's a pizza place. We're supposed to have kids, but we're not allowed to have kids.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Yeah.
a big challenge. It's a big challenge for any. You cannot just close totally because
Mm.
eventually it's gonna work, but you have to sustain it. So a lot of my friends, they're just saying like, okay, whatever makes you survive it, because eventually you're gonna
Mm.
reopen, you're gonna do it again. Yeah, but it's
Yeah.
yeah, I understand everybody who is handling like normal kind of business. It's mess. You have to
Yeah.
adjust. All the staff has to learn new things. It's hard.
Yes, and it's really all about survival mode, whether you like
Survival,
it or not. Yeah,
yeah.
survival mode and adapting to what's really in front of us. But when we talk about your personal being naman, what are the impacts that these challenges and the struggles that you have in your said personal being? Yeah, maybe you can share with us. Go,
Well,
Mark.
Mark, okay, go.
Okay. Oh.
Okay. Before wala pa pandemic, I'm a very positive person. Like I'm a very jolly
Mm,
person na every day talagang even if there's a negative happening, I convert it into a positive
a
uh,
positive
you
one,
know,
yeah.
positive insights lang or positive attitude towards a happening like that. So pero ngayon parang since pandemic parang nawala na yung spirit ko na ganun. Alam mo yun, nawala
Oh.
yung pagiging yung nilulook forward ko for a better future. Hindi na ako yung ganun na parang come what may na lang.
Hello.
Okay. Oh, we lost Mark right there. We
Okay.
lost you.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay na ako?
Oh.
Nawala? Or
Yeah.
Ayan, there you go.
good, good. I
The
don't know what
last thing
happened.
we
Anyway.
heard was
So
come
yun nga,
what may
kumbaga
na
sa
lang.
food,
Mm.
oo,
And
yun,
we lost.
come what may na lang, yung pagiging, positive thinking ko, hindi na ako yung jolly person like before na,
Mm.
na maganda yung, sa buhay, pero wala.
And we lost him again.
Okay na.
All right. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, go Anna while Mark is fixing his audio.
Well, how did it affect me? Okay. Well, there's definitely for me is a curfew of learning curfew that you cannot just
Mm.
do one thing and you can be just focusing on that thing that you normally do. So for
Yeah,
me now,
yeah.
I learned how to be more flexible, how to be more find the things to be grateful for compared to being
Yes.
complain and complain, because honestly during this season it's you always feel like you have something to complain, and just for the sake of other people who lives with you, you have to find things to be grateful for, and just thank God that you're alive. The things can be
Exactly.
so much, uh, opposite way. So there's one thing I found out during the lockdown. During the first 2 months, I think a lot of families, they actually had a break, so they can enjoy their kids. They can enjoy a little bit time together, and they can be happy. But in other way, you cannot be totally happy because you see the
Yeah.
numbers, you see the news, and it makes you depressed,
Mm-hmm.
depressed, and then you feel that you cannot be totally happy right now because you
Right.
see how others suffer, and you kind of you're getting depressed from that. Even
Mm-mm.
you're okay, your family is fine, but there's someone who's sick, there's someone who's dying, and you don't know what to do. You don't know
Yes,
who to
yes.
help. So I think the only way right now is for us. What I learned is to, what if you can help others, just do it. If
Mm-mm.
you can find something to be grateful for, do it. And
Mm-mm.
if you can find other sources of income, like a business, something online, learn new skill, also do it. It's a time.
Yes.
It's a time for learning, not time for just complaining and sitting and bitching about
Yeah.
your life.
I love it. It's really all about learning, and acts of gratitude is also very, very important now. And of
Yeah.
course, be kind to one another because we need it the most.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think Mark, we got cut earlier, no? As you were
Yeah.
saying, 'di ba parang what can you add more to that?
Ayan, sorry kasi may tumatawag pala kaya naputol. Anyway, so
Okay.
yun. Okay. So yun nga, before, siguro hindi na ako yung type of person na ganun kasi nga naapektuhan ako ng pandemic. So it really affected my whole
Mm.
being na ngayon
Yeah.
talagang trying to be happy, parang ganun, trying to be
Yes,
positive.
yes.
Pero yun nga, so what I learned is that kailangan, I mean, life goes on. So, dapat tuloy pa rin tayo na we
Perfect.
keep the faith with God na talagang yung prayers talaga, it really helps a lot. So,
Oh
yun,
my
naging mas
goodness.
religious akong
That's so
tao
true.
ngayon, ngayong pandemic.
Tama. Wait, I can totally relate. I'm also like that. Like talagang there's more time for us to talk to Jesus and just really pray na parang,
Yeah.
please bless us every single day. But guys, I
Right.
have a question when it comes to your business. O let's say, ayan, answered prayer na daw from God. What if, let's say, we are back to normal tomorrow? Ayan na, wala na daw pandemic, wala nang COVID and all that. What are your goals for your business and what do you plan to achieve for your business? Ayan.
Ano?
Okay, I'll go Mark. Go Mark.
Okay, sige. Ako, what I plan sa business, siguro lesson learned, kailangan meron ka
Yeah.
talagang contingency fund. Like contingency fund that's good for 6 months to 1 year. Hindi pwedeng mag-business ka ng you get your income lagi or parang wala kang tinitira sa bank mo. Ganun kasi kami. So parang every month kasi nagpo-profit sharing kami. Kasi nga, hindi naman namin na-expect na magkakaroon ng pandemic. So
Yeah.
kami, we enjoy the income lang. So hindi pala dapat ganun. You have to have buffer money or revolving funds na when pandemic like this strikes, meron kang kukunin para ma-sustain yung business. So dapat ganun pala siya. And what I learned
Yun.
also is kung normal na ngayon, you explore everything na I mean for example, since nag-digital na tayo ngayon, so nagkaroon ng doors para mas lalong lumaki yung marketing mo, like andyan yung Facebook ad boosting, ganyan, social media boosting, ganyan. So
Correct.
dapat pala alagaan mo yung platform na yon kasi yun pala talaga yung makakatulong sa'yo. Parang it's a pandemic proof strategy if you are to impose sa business mo. So kami kasi parang naging relax kami sa traditional promotion na like flyering on the area, ganyan, dun sa mga
Oo.
shops ko. So dapat pala you learn to innovate, 'di ba? Kaya parang hindi ka
Tama.
mapag-iwanan
Yun.
and maging mag-prosper yung business mo. So yun po.
Yes. Nice, nice. Thank you for that, Mark. Pero ito pa ha, meron pa kaming question for you guys. How do you handle stress pre-pandemic and now that we're in this kind of situation? Ano yung difference ng stress nyo before sa stress na meron kayo now? Now na the pandemic is actually happening.
Okay,
Also the anxiety, Oo.
Okay, I can answer this. Well, we know the health is wealth right now for anyone, and my advice to everyone: if you have a weak body and you can easily get stressed, so you kind of have to get a really good routine of working out, and of course get a good night's sleep. Like for us influencers and who do digital and whatever, marketing, you kind of get to work too much. You forget to eat normally, you forget to sleep normally, and you more. Okay, I need to create more because this is my time. I need to do it all. The number one, like I have a lot of friends who are very busy in businesses, and all of them saying the same thing. You have to get a good routine for workout. You have to take care of your body when you're young. So, ibig sabihin, kailangan mo prioritize your health. So, relationship-wise, you have to prioritize your relationship with your spouse, with your kids. You cannot just be one-sided. Once you one-sided, you like share without one leg, you're gonna fall out. So you cannot get it all. So just relax, breathe, pray, and then eventually once you establish all the zones that you can, if you want to become an entrepreneur, so you work on that area, you work on your marketing, you work on your health, you work on your life, personal life, relationship wise. So that will give you the stability, and you will be focused. You will be more. The priorities has to be in the right direction, not on just one thing. Like, I just want to make money. If you're gonna focus on just gonna make money during the lockdown, so you're gonna have so much stress. You're gonna have so much discomfort. Like that's what happened to us, me and my husband. Like during lockdown, okay, we realized we don't have any income coming, so it was kind of stressful. But we just realized we can just cut off all the expenses that we don't need and just work on the relationship with the kids. Enjoy simple things like put up a backyard tent. Enjoy with kids. Just don't focus on things that you cannot change. Once you're focusing, you become more stressful and more stressful. So our thoughts has to be controlled. Okay, dapat meron tayo ng limit for stress. Pag may limit ka sa stress, okay, I cannot take more of that. So you have to just let it be outside your brain and relax.
Correct.
Learn to live with what it is and adjust.
That's perfect. Wow, thank you, Anna. What about you, Mark? What do you want to add? Ayan na, nawala. There you go.
Me, to answer lang yung question kanina na what's the difference yung stress ko before sa stress ko ngayon. So the stress before the pandemic is really parang maliit na bagay lang. Like ma-stress ka sa friends mo, ma-stress ka sa like employees. Very, alam mo yun, parang feeling mo magagawan siya ng paraan lagi. Unlike yung stress ngayon, for example,
iba na.
When it comes sa income, hindi mo sure kung sa next month ba may income ka, kung is it still the same nung kinikita mo ngayon or baka mamaya seasonal na lang to kasi ngayon lang tong career mo sa digital or what. So parang lahat hindi ka sure. So parang yung stress mo before the pandemic, bigla ka nagkaroon ng inner battles ngayong pandemic na bigla mong inalala na yung future mo na kahit before naman hindi mo siya iniisip kasi alam mo everything will go smoothly, di ba? So yun siya, mas stress ngayon pero ang maganda naman doon is mas naging matatag ka mas naging malakas ka to endure every obstacles and problems na alam mo yun, parang nahasa na yung yung ugali mo. Paano ba i-solve yung ganitong problems, paano to i-turn out ng something good from problem, di ba? So, yun siya. Naging maganda din yung pandemic in a way na naging mas matatag ka. Yun.
Yes. I love that, no? Talaga, there's no other choice for us but to be strong. Stay strong and face the battles that is presented to us. Diba? Grabe na nga talaga nagagawa ng pandemic, but we are really grateful na there are really kind people around na alam mo yun, lahat tayo, we really have to help one another to be able to rise up in this situation. So, the next question for you guys would be, ano kaya yung mga learnings na brought about this crisis? Kasi syempre, talaga yun na, naumpisahan na natin. We learn how to be strong. But maybe you can share with us some new lessons and updated insights that you have learned and discovered about yourself and your perspective on life. At syempre sa business ninyo. Go, Anna! Go, Anna!
Well, for me naman, what I learned, I guess I learned not to give up. I'm not sure. We will see actually in the future what did we learn during the survival stage of the business. I guess I learned more to believe rather than see. Yeah. So, like, you have to just kind of trust, you have to jump, and you have to go. Like, for example, when we were opening our restaurant, everybody was saying to me, why now? It's still pandemic. Nobody's gonna come. Nobody's gonna do it. So I was like, I just have to trust. I want to give my workers back work, and I want them to sit at home and wait till everything will be normal, which is, clearly we're not going to have a normal for a very long time.
Exactly.
It's probably another year of, some things still going to be abnormal, especially not yet starting, and even in the countries that it's starting, it's still not yet totally normal in the world. And what I'm really missing is that my parents cannot come already for more than 1 year because they're foreigners, they cannot visit. So I'm really hoping that things will get better so we can travel more. Traveling was part of my blogging, of my being. So I'm just really hoping that we can travel soon.
Yeah. Yes, and we are really hoping that too. Ay, nako, grabe talaga. We hope that this pandemic will end na. So all of us will go back and return to our normal lives. But the next question for you is, what are your prayers right now? Like, what are your pleas? And what do you ask the Lord? And as well as your message to those who are too stressed. Like, they're really down. So, like, super down to the dumps, and just not feeling life already. So, ano ang message niyo for them? So, yeah, who wants to start?
Well, I just want to say to all those people who are really down that I'm praying for you guys, and the guidance still there. The God is still there. He's still in control, and I'm praying that God will hear every single prayer, and I'm sure that it's not our fault, but it's something going in the world that we cannot understand yet, and we cannot really see where it's going. But I'm definitely saying that God is in control. If you cannot see it yet, I'm gonna pray for you that you will see some kind of result, and that God will be with you during all whatever you go through.
Yes, let go and let God. There you go. Oh, what about you, Mark?
Right. So I agree with Anna na siguro yung mga pinagpe-pray mo ngayon, hindi mo pa siya makikita kasi in God's timeline, meron siyang sariling time and right time for you para doon sa mga pinagdadasal mo na yun. So maybe it's not the right time, but eventually you'll get there. And for all those who are suffering talaga na anxiety and depression ngayon, just keep going, keep fighting, be strong. Kasi if you're not going to be strong, edi parang it's game over. Mas lalo kang mawawalan, mas
Yeah.
lalong walang mangyayari sa'yo if you're not going to continue to fight and stand. And for me, a message ko lang din sa kanila is you learn to value life more. Meaning, don't procrastinate. Like yung mga bagay na gusto mong gawin when we get back to normal, gawin mo na. Kasi, for example, before the pandemic, tamad na tamad ka mag-gym kasi nga, alam mo, andyan naman yung gym lagi, katabi mo lang yung gym. So, you procrastinate, ngayon walang gym. So, gusto mo mag-gym, parang, alam mo, yung goals mo is naihinder. So, dapat hindi ganon. Isipin mo na every day is an opportunity for you to grow and learn. So, wag mo nang hayaan na magkaroon ulit ng round 2 para madelay na naman yung life mo. So, yun. Continue to learn, continue to grow, and grab the opportunities every day kasi you'll never know what will happen next. So, yun.
Yes. I truly believe in that. Kasi parang tayo, I like what you said earlier, no, na talagang life goes on. Like, no matter what is presented to us, kahit na sobrang bigat niyan, sobrang hirap dalhin, we really have to face it and just keep on fighting. And then it's really important nga na we heard all of these insights from you para naman ma-apply natin. Especially ako, I'm gonna be very honest. I am, battling with anxiety and depression, especially ngayong pandemic na, it's really hard. It's really hard to actually keep up with it. But it's important that you have faith. Faith will really teach you, wonders and really be one with God. Just have faith, meditate, and then communicate with your loved ones and just, look at the brighter side of life. Yeah. So thank you. My goodness. Thank you, Anna and Mark. Sobrang very, very insightful na episode.
Thank you. I learned
thank you
a
so
lot
much
din.
for joining.
Yeah.
Oh, sobra, thank you. And yes, for those of you who are still watching with us and giving us your supports and gifts online, thank you, thank you. And Grindy Talks will be back shortly.
Panasonic.
Okay, just a little bit.
Present. All right, and we are back once again, and I hope our viewers are having fun over there. And just a little outro here. Grindy Talk Season 2 is supported by Workfolk, Collaborative Workspaces, and Hospitality Innovators, Inc. for sponsorships and collaborations. And if you want to feature your brands, your projects, and your company, please feel free to shoot us an email at that's one tbcchannel at gmail.com. And also follow our socials. We have one on Facebook, Kumu, and YouTube. That is, of course, at TBC Plus. also at Grindback TV and the Boulder channel. And you know what, guys? We are witnessing the mental health crisis unfolding simultaneously with the pandemic. Data from various sources points out the consequences the world will face if mental health takes the back seat. And you know what? We are left with a simple conclusion. Simply put, there is no health without mental health. I am loving that so much. And once again, thank you so much, Mark Way and Anna Baylosis, for sharing your time with us. All the best in your upcoming projects,
Thank you
ventures,
so much,
and all
guys.
of your work. Thank you, thank you. Grind Back TV is so happy.
Thank you, thank you. It's
Uh,
an honor to be here and impart knowledge to everyone who's watching. So yeah.
I hope
Thank
we
you,
guys
thank you once again.
enjoyed.
Yes, and sending you hearts right there. And for
Hearts.
our viewers, yeah, hearts, sending light and love. So, guys, join me again next week as we go live. That's on Wednesday, 4 p.m. And once again, this has been JDG, and you've just witnessed a real talk episode here on Grindy Talk Season 2. Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.